Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Welcome back to our blind playthrough, our totally blind playthrough of Chants of Sennaar, a beautiful, exquisite, wonderful, lovely game that I'm so happy to be returning to. And there's so much to explore still. I'm so excited. My little guy's running around in circles. So first off, I'll say that my voice might sound a little bit different in this recording because I'm recovering from a cold still. Thankfully, I'm past the sore throat stage, so I can do this without, I think, too much worry. But my sinuses are still a bit stuffed, so my voice probably sounds a bit funny. And I guess we'll just see how we go. I might end up having to be a slightly shorter recording than normal. But I'm still, this is, let's consider this game is so lovely to play that it's like therapy. So we've had a big revelation, kind of. Well, we've had a big mystery, maybe a revelation. Definitely, I think, important lore up here. It's something to do with some kind of big proclamation, right? God can't kill, God can't die, and doesn't mean that God is dead or God has killed. It all seems to relate to, I think it relates to the reason that the guards are not letting the worshippers or the devotees in, and I think it also relates to, I guess it relates to this other bigger picture that we're seeing going on, where there's the too much sun. the sun is considered the god. Whether it sort of actually is a god or not, whether it has any kind of self-awareness or not, I don't know. But it's considered a god. There's too much sun. The plants are dying. This is how I'm reading things so far. The crops are being killed. Regular people are dying, and they're trying to get into the temple. And I think I've actually. So I should say one of the things, just to sort of let you guys know, I suppose, about how I'm thinking about this playthrough, how I'm thinking about tackling this playthrough as it stands. I want to make this as entertaining for you guys as possible, as well as obviously getting, everything that I can out of it. So I really don't want to do much or any real puzzling in this game offline. I want to be able to just come to the game and do things here on screen for you guys to see, for you guys to listen to. And I think so far with the way I understand this game, I think that's fine. I think that just works as an approach. However, I did have a couple of realizations pretty much at the end of the last recording, at the end of the last episode. So one of them that I was really excited about was pretty much exactly as I was finishing the playthrough up. I just kind of, it had been bubbling away there and it just kind of clicked. I realized all of these characters that have a line underneath them, I'm pretty sure, are verbs. The line underneath the character, these are verbs. Open, close, find, see, etc. So that's great. That's great. Not only is that great because it's super cool and it's handy and it's a hint, for what it is that we're looking at. It's cool because this is something I'm really used to from my experience with the Japanese language. I actually think, as far as I'm understanding at least this devotee language, it seems to have many similar dynamics to the way that I understand, Japanese characters and kanji working. So I'm really comfortable with this concept. It works really well for me. Obviously, I had already sort of come to the conclusion that things that have this kind of little left radical here that looks like a foot or a leg with a foot at the bottom of it, these are people. These are all people that was kind of obvious from the start. You, me, warrior. Where's another one? Mystery, but maybe this is blessed or worship. I don't know yet. I don't know that one. But either way, they're people. This is for people. That works totally the same as it does in Japanese characters. So I'm really tickled by that. And the thing I was really excited to maybe realize, or to at least to have a good theory about, is that I started to realize these ones here that have the curve as the left radical. My first thought was tools. I was like, these are tools because this is key and it's kind of got that left curve radical telling you what type of word it is. And then the right radical is the same radical that's in the word open. Makes sense. It's a tool for open, right? Tool for open. This one I don't know yet, but I'm sure it's another, it's a tool. This one is most likely help, I think. So far, that's my best guess. It's a tool for help. I have to rethink that one. And then so far I'm thinking this one here is music, and then this one would be a tool for music. Anyway, that's what I was thinking. I've now kind of gone back and realized this one also has the, what I've been thinking of as the tool radical, but it's door, and it's confirmed a door. And so I was like, well, is a door a tool? In a way, yeah, you can conceive of it that way. But also maybe it means that I have to think of this more as like a noun, at least a non-person noun, like because people have their own radicals, and maybe this is the radical for other nouns. So yeah, that's kind of one of the realizations I had at the end of the last episode. So that's at least helpful. It's something, and it feels right. It feels right. Pot. Maybe this is just container. It works as tool. It works as object. Yeah. So anyway, this is all something I can. And again, like this one may be sell, but I'm pretty sure it's a verb, whatever it is. So that's something. That's something. You know what? I've forgotten what the second realization I had was, so let's just go ahead. I'm just kind of keen to explore. I'll be back with some money, my dude. I will help you, I promise. So not only am I keen, there's still so much to explore. I'm so keen to go forward, but I'm also very keen to go back for two main reasons. One is that I think I still need to go back and explore like that very first puzzle room that we had with opening up the weirs and the crossing the streams and everything like that. I think I just need to go back to that room and see if there's another way or another another thing in there. But I also want to go back because I figured out in the last episode how to switch over to this different language notebook, and I need to go back and talk to the guards now to take a look at that, I think. Anyway, let's take a look at this while we're here. So this is a kind of plinth. Are you only letting us look at two sides of it? Okay, a plinth. So I guess this immediately seems to me like a way marker. Oh, okay. Now this is so interesting. So to expand on what I just said, here we go. I didn't have very many examples of this one before, but I was thinking, and this is directly connecting back to my knowledge of the Japanese language, and particularly, one of the three of its written languages, kanji, which is the Chinese characters. This is already really similar to a kind of radical that I'm really familiar with, which is, several of them that relate to a character being surrounded by a box, which usually denotes an enclosure of some sort. And we already had this one here, and it seems to be talking about a room, right? Or an area of this place that I can't get into. So I'm thinking maybe it means room or place. It makes perfect sense that these might also relate to places, because it's on what seems to be a way marker plinth in the middle of a four-way intersection, right? Can we look at the other side? We cannot. We can only see this. Okay. So immediately this is I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? Let's do our thing. I can't. It's like, let's mark this down as place. No, I can't mark the radical down as place. But this one, this is the little sub character there. This is God, right? Most likely this is God. So, God room. It could mean a chapel or a church of some sort. Do I make a guess about it? Why not? Let's just go church as a guess. Okay. Now this one, alarmingly, this one is, if it is a place or a room or an area, the character that's in the middle of it is what I'm currently thinking of, and I may be wrong. I may be wrong. It might be sleep. Maybe it's God can't sleep. But I'm currently thinking of this as die or kill, because it's like the plant's dying. So what is this? The death room? I mean, that could, if it is the death room, it could be anything. It could be a morgue. It could be, you know, I don't know. I'm just gonna call it death room for now. I'm just gonna be very general. This one appears to be the character for plant or crop. So plant room. Again, that could be a lot of things, couldn't it? Could be a farm, could be... We already know that there is at least something that seems to be a nursery here. And although that's a bit of a confusing term, I'm going to know what it means. I'm just going to call it nursery for the time being. I'm actually not sure if I spelt that correctly. Church, nursery, death room. Let's go with that. So, in that case, it is saying that the church or whatever is back where I came from. Maybe it's just literally, you know, like temple, which would make sense. I can imagine that being temple. I'm probably using slightly different terms to everything for all of these different places, but you get the gist. Indeed, this is exactly what I expected. This is the plant nursery, maybe. I think. Kitty, you're still not up for pats. Okay. This was one of the other amazing things we learned in the last episode, is that we can interact with cats on their terms. And that's how it should be. Hello. So, let me have a bit more of a think about this. So if we understand this first one as nursery, the first character here is a type of person, and it has what I'm currently guessing is blessing. Maybe it could even just be that it is an honorific term. It's like blessed people. It's not just people, it's people who are blessed, which in their language could even be a way, you know, a term that you might use for customers. You know, you're using an honorific term to elevate the customer. I don't know. Some kind of people, maybe customers, can't nursery. Maybe it means they can't come to the nursery. I could be totally wrong about this being place, but it's... I don't know, it feels like a very compelling theory at this point. I can't find... Oh, by the way, isn't find... This is at least one way to understand this, right? The construction of find here, like the bottom line is designating it as a verb, but the other two characters, the dot and the line on top, at least one way of imagining it is that it's like a hand holding something, right? Which is sort of like finding something. I don't know. Or it's at least like, maybe it's like a person sort of encompassing something. Like the dot representing an object or anything, some kind of subject that is found. So I can't find customers. I really think I've spelt nursery wrong. I'm going to look that up right now. I should know better. Nursery. Yeah, it is with an E. Okay, it was really bothering me. I knew that something was up with that. I know it's not important, but it's going to bug me so much. Nursery. There we go. Maybe it was bugging you as well. So let's just go with customers can't nursery. I can't find customers. Plants die. Sure seems like plants die to me. I can't maybe buy or play plants dead. I can't buy plants that are dead. It's still, there are too many missing or ambiguous points in this for me to really understand if this guy's meant to be a customer who wants to buy plants to help his people, or if he's the person who works here and is trying to sell them. Okay, now, so nursery and church worked out. We don't know what's sort of more southwards, but this should be death room. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at death room. Ah ha ha ha. Hello. Oh, it's another one of these terminals. Is it kind of a secret terminal? It's a bit of a secret terminal. Okay, actually, I think this is the thing that I wanted to mention at the beginning of the episode, is that I was sort of thinking about this, and at the very... Oh, that's a different door at the front. So maybe these different terminals open different doors? This one is the section that I was thinking about, though, which is the first terminal that we saw. The first terminal that we saw, it had two different people and two different parts of a conversation. One of them filled in, the other one needing to be filled in. And what I think clicked for me is, like, maybe this is a recording of, like, effectively two different security cameras, right? Like, someone on one side of the door, someone on the other side of the door. You know, so someone wanting to get in and saying, hey, let us in, our plants are dead, like, we've got to come and worship. And the other guy going, I don't understand you, dude. Like, maybe, because they might be speaking, the different language. It's interesting that this one has nobody on the other side. But maybe that's because this door is unmanned. So maybe what this is just saying is that there's another devotee there trying to get into this second door. And something I didn't notice the first time. So that door has the symbol on it that's at the top of the terminal here on all of the screens. So indeed, maybe that's just saying this is the terminal that relates to this door. I don't know what this is yet, but I just keep thinking it's going to it's where we input a password or something like that. This is a door, surely. And this is a person who's standing outside that door, and there's nobody on the other side, so there's no conversation to capture. That's what I think might be going on. I'm very keen to go back and check out the other terminal, as well as some of those other earlier... Oh, we did it again, oh my god. Hang on. No, he walked up normally this time, but you saw that, right? He zoomed up. Oh, cemetery. So maybe at least this is kind of suggesting to me that, yeah, that character relates more to place or area than to room specifically. I'm all right. I'm happy to change this. Cemetery or graveyard. Cemetery. Are you spelled correctly? I hope so. I'm feeling pretty good about that. It's got the little symbol there for cemetery on the gate. You're seeking God? Get out of here. That's quite funny to find on a little... The church help you. You're seeking God, the church help you. This is like a weird ad, isn't it? Interesting. This is kind of like a weird religion, like putting, putting posters up or trying to hand out flyers to people. Interesting. It's a bit sus. Or it could be more, yeah, like more general. It's just general outreach from the religion. Another big gold statue. These seem to be, always helping us to learn what the actual words are. God sees us. God sees us. Yeah, okay. That's most definitely... It's kind of an interesting... If So God seeing us. The thing in that statue that is doing the seeing is the giant eye. The giant eye that is on a part of a face, you know, even with like a little bit of a nose and stuff there. So, oh, sorry, did I just hear a cat? I'm sorry, there's important business here. Give me a sec. I'll come back to this. Hello? Oh, the cat sees a bird. It's doing little chirpies. The cat's looking at the magpie on the roof. That's so good. Probably most people who have cats have have experienced their cat doing this. My cat Pixel and my cat Quest, when he was with us, also do this chirping every time they see birds. It's so cute. They look out the window and go, it's adorable. Okay. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay, one thing at a time. Cats are priority, but we'll jump back to this. So, the thing that is doing the seeing here is the eye. It is looking through what seems to me to symbolize the sun. So maybe it's sort of like, maybe they are like God is in the sun rather than God is the sun. You know, like God kind of exists through the sun. I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I say about my own idea, or I say about the ideas that have been put into the game, as far as I'm interpreting them currently. Okay. So what have we got here? I'm immediately thinking, because we haven't put help anywhere yet. That seems like help, right? Really good hands, by the way. I love the art. I love the drawings here. They're very nice. The first one is speak. Have I come across... I mean, it seems like speak, right? Have I come across anything... I mean, this is see, surely. I feel like we're getting 4 verbs here. I mean, I don't have anything that I have suspected is hug. Die or kill? Like, I'm just looking at the remaining... Bless? Maybe it's... God. Could be... It could be something else. I'm just... No way, that was a random try. Oh. I mean, it was kind of my best guess, but I actually didn't think that would be it. Talk. I was way off. It's more generic. God speaks to us then. Was one of the earliest instances back on those murals that were on the wall. I think it said something like that. So it's God speaks to us. Help. Talk. Love or like. I thought this was sell. That's what I thought was sell, right? No, this one was sell. Oh, what did I think? Oh, no, this one was like play. I think I did guess like at some point, because especially with the guy enjoying the music. He said like, music. And he was clearly enjoying it. All right. We knew this one. That was good. Love or like. Okay, that's a super, 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 super handy. So good. These are great. Now this has both the little jar with liquid in it and an instrument. And a sword and a key. I was guessing... Okay, because we've had shops that relate We've got an instrument shop. We've got a, I don't know, a potion or a liquid or a shop, or maybe it's a bar or something like that. The sword is not represented in the shops that we've seen so far, but there is also a key shop. Okay, does this then, I wonder, relate to this? Because the eye is literally looking through the sun at this. It feels kind of like it's set up that way, right? And then all of a sudden this... So there must be some text that we can find that relates to how all of these, you know, like where they need to be facing. Interesting. So good. And then, what do we have here? You're just a... I mean, I don't mean to say just, but you are a person. At first I thought it was death, because I thought that kind of like shape coming from the shoulder there was them holding a scythe or something. But I think it's just their sleeve. That makes them look really sad. They're like moping and going away. Okay, so we've got our three kind of different people here represented. Person, devotee. Let's just face you that way. No, this is... I don't know, it's not a god, is it? It's just like a... I don't know, it's some kind of higher worshipper of some sort. So cute. You know what, if I don't even know what this relates to yet. I don't think we have the information that we need for this puzzle. However, if I had to guess at anything, I would say, because these other three symbols relate to just shops that we've found, I wonder if the sword is the thing that needs to be looked at. But then again, my other like puzzle solving, game puzzle solving experience also tells me key. You know, key should be the thing, because the key, this might be the key to getting a key, you know? Maybe it's God sees, God wants to look at a key. Anyway, I have no idea. Let's just leave it there. Just fun to try stuff, right? Let's put this one forward and have God look at a key and see if it does anything. If I were just gonna guess... I mean, maybe this one needs to be looking at this one. And maybe this guy... I mean, you would think that this guy is like going, ah, God, right? So it just kind of feels conceptually right. Could this relate to the puzzle? You're seeking God? Church help you. I wonder how this language designates question. It seems like there's nothing actually in the writing designating whether it's a question or a statement, and maybe it's simply interpreted from context. This could easily be the other way around, like, you're seeking God. Will the church help you? It could be more sort of, you know, philosophical like that. Okay, still, I think that's enough here for now. That was great. Okay, so this looks like our turn back point. I think it's kind of a long corridor. I think, yeah, but this is the one. Ah, this leads us back here. Okay, so we don't have a word for this place yet. We don't have a word for this place. I do wonder if I need to follow this guy, like follow these fellows. Maybe I need to do one full rotation. And maybe they're like, hey, great following, you know, have a key. Maybe something like that. Let's try. Let's just go all the way back to the opposite corner. We're halfway. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Doing some good bowing. I'm walking in time. I'm making sure I'm synchronized. I'm giving this my all. I am thinking. I'm reflecting. And I have a different shaped head, so I feel like I fit in this group very well. Yeah? Yeah? What do you guys think? I've done a whole... No. Alright. Well, I tried. Let's head back. There's definitely no... There's no secret little entrance this way, is there? Okay. They really don't care about my presence at all. Alright, this is where we learned about keys. Don't know where the kid is now. I've got to sneak past here again. How am I gonna... I'm so close to them here. Oh, I know. This is really hard. Don't like that. Hey, it was effective anyway. That's what I was hoping. It's like, why even bother? Why even bother doing the thing if you can just quickly get yourself turfed out that way? That works out really well. Okay, so unsurprisingly, this character relates to a place, and it has two of what seem to be the symbols for tower or something. We still can't go there. No, let's head up here. Did we have everything that you were talking about? You can't go past the door. The warriors lock the door. Yep, I got it. Thank you. God temple, maybe. We seek to go to the temple. You help us. I will. Probably. I think I will. God temple. I seek to go to the temple. The warriors stop the devotees. I kind of feel like it just generally means like can't or stop. The warriors locked the door. I'm gonna still keeping in the same language. What did you have to say? I'm a devotee. God spoke to me. Ah, yes. God spoke to me. God temple. I seek to go to the temple. God wants you there. Maybe God really does want these worshippers or these devotees to be here, and the guards are totally misinterpreting, or maybe they're directly going against God's will. God's like, let them in. Like, I got to see them. You know, their plants are dying. And these guys are like, no, God, you're sick. You're in danger of dying. You know, if you even see the worshippers and do any magic, like, you'll lose your, the last dregs of your power and you'll die. So it could be kind of that sort of situation. Okay. I'm just taking it. Okay, so... Lightning bolt, tree with legs, box with an arrow through it, triangle-y thing. Lightning bolt, tree with legs. Yep, okay, same. Do you have the same? Yes, okay, so now I'm paying a bit more attention. They all say the same thing. But I don't have... I get the characters here, but yeah. I thought maybe if I opened up to this page, maybe it would give me the new... Maybe it would give me the new thing. So I've just got these 2 pages I haven't solved yet. I mean... I'm just really struggling with this one because I feel like I've got them all right, but obviously I don't. if I were to guess any of them were wrong though, it's that top one. Like maybe, I mean, to me, everything about it suggests music, and this seems to be the character for music. However, maybe it's something else. It wouldn't relate to a place. I don't know. I can't even remember where I saw this one actually. A helping implement. A key instrument. Surely that's pot. And this is instrument, and that is music. Okay, I don't know. It may be that I still have words to get, or again, that I am way off on some things. Hang on, no, our guy was... I was like, our guy's gone. No, they were further back. Alright, let's revisit this. Let's revisit these. The warrior's closing the door. Yep, we got it. Confirmed. Devotees seeking God. Unreadable temple. I mean, it could just be go. Devotees seeking God, go to the temple. Does it look like go? I don't know. I'm not sure that it looks like go fits there as a character, but it could be. Either way, there's nothing we can do about it. Hello, my friends. Hello. That was the kid. Men. But I don't know. I can only imagine become devotees. Doesn't seem to be anything we can do though. Apart from just look at these. God speaking to men. There we go. Speaking. Just think about the character for speak there. I don't know, I'm imagining it's like a rainbow coming out of the mouth. Men something. Plants maybe die. I'm so sure it's plants or crops or something. Die, kill, wither. God can't wither. Alright. Now, for ages I've wanted to go back down here and just have a look. What is over here? Absolutely nothing. Okay. But I did have to see it again. I had to confirm for myself. Is there anything... Is it worth going back? Yep, you open the door. But I have revised my understanding of some of these since being here. Goodbye. Remember our friend? Remember when we helped our friend? Yeah, because the thing that the character that I thought was turned out to be sort of go, right? Is there anywhere else to go? What was this one? I'll open the door. And he did. Hello. You help me? No, okay. Can't go down there. I mean, there were other places to go down here, but clearly it relies on opening. I'm just gonna go to the next one. I'm not gonna go all the way back to the beginning. To our little, I don't know, our little like... So, I haven't spoken about this. The game started with us coming. Oh, hello, Pixel. Hey, my little fluffy kitty here. The game started with us in like a little, like coming out of a crypt or something like that. So are we, you know, I suppose again, just thinking about the bigger lore going on here, are we a special person? Are we a special person who has arisen to help the people? Yeah. And somehow or other we're going to get across this at some point. But we have to open it from the other side. Okay. It was just nice to see it again. Got it. What if I close this again? I guess that's to be expected, but I had to test it. Okay, got it. Maybe we'll even come back to this puzzle and like do it in a different way at some point, have a different effect. So presumably we'll be going down there at some point, maybe. Maybe that'll be one of the areas we find ourselves in. I wonder how. And are there other places for me to go by making more passage to myself? Like, to get here. I mean, this is already traversable if you're on that other side. But I guess I can't do this by myself, because I would need to open this one here, right? Yeah, and then I would be able to get there. But obviously, I can't get there without this being closed. Maybe somebody will help me at some point. Can I go down here? No. Game says no. Game says no. But maybe we will go there at some stage. Maybe somebody will help us. Can I go under? No. Apparently I can't duck. Except I can duck because I ducked to go into that entrance that the kid showed us. We choose not to duck there. Alright. Okay, got it. Curiosity sated. It was nice to see these things more complete again. We got it. I think I got a pretty good grip on those things. Let's go and take one more look at this terminal, because it does give us the option to enter things in. Now I'm kind of thinking that maybe the story here it gives us the option to enter things in, but I have nothing. So I think that what that means is that this second person is speaking a different language, and I don't have any of that language yet. Now the symbol that's at the the symbol that's at the top of this terminal is, you know what, maybe these are even numbers, right? Maybe this is 1. It would make, even in Japanese, it's not even in Japanese, the character for 1 is just a simple line like this, horizontally, not vertically. However, it just conceptually makes sense, right? That this could be 1 and the second one there could be 2. Could be the symbol for 2 and it has 2 lines, 1, 2. So I'm imagining for now that's what that could be. You help me. I can't understand you, dude. Plants are dying. I still can't understand you. I'm just trying to imagine what the other guy's saying. I can't... Now, this is interesting. I don't want plants to die. I think that's how I have to interpret this. I don't want plants to die. And then other guy says again, as I said, I can't understand you. If they are speaking different languages, I mean, it would make sense why the guy is doing arms up. Huh? But he also could just be saying, I'm sorry, that's a really hard problem, but I ain't gonna help you. I can't let you in this door. But I don't think I can enter anything in there until I get some of this other language. Having been quite a few other places, let's have one more game of this. Does anything about it change now? You know, like, what's the relevance of this game? Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. Heh. One for me. This one. One for you, my buddy. So that's fine. I'm happy you're winning. I'm happy that you're having a good time and we're both just having a good time with the game together. But I'm even happier to have won the next round. Oh, beat that. Beat that. I have won. Well, I've gained a little bit more respect, maybe. What if I can I actually go through and try to reach the door? No, they don't let me. Okay. They don't let me. I know, it sucks. It sucks, but there's something going on. There's something going on. You guys, the problem here is probably communication, right? Probably everyone is well-meaning. Everyone is well-meaning. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to do here aside from pat the cat again. So let's go. I think everything that we need to do is in here. All right, sneaky sneak. Let's hope we can. Oh no! What? Run! So do I have to time? I didn't realize I had to time even that first bit. Do I have to time it so that they're looking... Yeah, they're not looking this way. I see. Well, without realizing it, I clearly got lucky the first time. Alright. Throw. I seem to be able to do that at any point. Go. And around the corner. And then we can go. Alright. Success! Here we're done. So everything for us to do is in here. I do not know... Oh, they avoid me. I can slightly direct them. Oh, hang on. I can kind of push them out of the way. I don't know why I would do that, but they don't want to look at me. Wow, I can really throw them off. What if I go in the middle? What if I... Hang on. I'm working my way up the hierarchy here. What if you guys follow me? What do you think about that? No, they don't follow. Okay. Oh, hang on. Why is this last one... Okay. I thought... Yeah, because the dot appears over that last one. No, but it's just indicating that I can join the group. Okay. Alright, let's go back this way. This is where we began. Down here... Is there anywhere I haven't been yet? This is the shopping area. So, given that this seems to be an object for help. An object for help. Like medicine? That's my best guess. Medicine. It would make sense that they would have a place for medicine as a priority. This one's done. This one is still a mystery to me, and this one is still a mystery to me as well. So, what else? Maybe, hang on. Hang on. No, I thought maybe this last one with the bird could be help. It really just seems like it's going to be freedom, right? Or release, or... I feel fairly sure about can't, or don't, or stop, or... Oh, no, yep. The stair one, to me, seems like it could be up. What if it's that? What if it's to do with, like, up? What if it's not temple, but it's, like, up? Or, yeah, I don't know. It could be signaling a place, but I don't really think it is. Continue? Maybe the bird is progressing. It is progressing or something. Free! Oh! I just clapped for myself. I'm really pleased. Oh, that's so useful. Up or... Ah. Up or great. That puts quite a lot of things in a new perspective. Up or great. Okay, so it's not temple. Huh. Free. So I think this character came from the kid. So that sort of makes sense as something similar to let's continue, let's progress. Like, we're free. But this is very interesting. Okay. And it's great that they get used here, because now I know that they don't relate to this one. Surely, I really do think that when this shows up, it seems like I have everything I need. So I should be able to guess this. I should be able to guess this. Maybe rather than music, it's saying medicine. Like, music is medicine. Is it just the other way around? Doesn't make sense to me. What else could it be? No! Huh. Oh, make or create. That was the other thing I wondered about this being. I thought, like, what if it's not the pot? What if it's the action? Okay. Yep. Fantastic. All right, awesome. Make or create. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, music, surely, right? An instrument. Okay. Yep. I was really thrown off by the pot thing. I was so sure about it, but I realized this is how I need to rethink things. Okay, super useful. So this is probably medicine. What are you saying now that we can recontextualize this? Hello. I make instruments. Do you like music? I do, but I suppose I cannot say anything to you. Instruments. Done. This is keys. A key shop. I'd love to go there. I make pots. You want pot. It's not even a question. Maybe it's not a question though because I haven't, confirmed the word pot yet. I mean, I might want a pot. Pot. Okay, cool. We're getting there. Hey, kitty. I see you up there, my friend. There is the weird bed. Now this should take us to this puzzle. Alright. Surely. It's like, come on, solve this already, Rebecca. Can we do this as it is? I need this one to go across there. I need to move this one out of the way. I cannot do it unless I get, like, I can't move this out of the way. Can I? Actually, maybe this is exactly what I can do. If we move that back there, and we move this back here. No, it's still not enough though. It's going to be in the way either way. It is in the way either way. So I really need to move the ladder across here. I need to get rid of this one. So just thinking ahead, to be able to move this one all the way over here, can I actually move this one down into this corner? Can I do that by allowing... Let's head back. Let's put you back here. Let's move you out of the way. Maybe this is actually totally solvable without my hook idea. I was kind of like so sure about the hook thing being involved. Yep. And then we can move you two across. This is so often, you know, anyone who watches my blueprints playthrough will know this is so often the way that things go when you get stuck on a puzzle, is because when I get stuck on a puzzle, I've made assumptions early on that should have been questioned. Okay, now we got that one out of the way. We move you back here, so we can move these two at the top down. This is exciting. This is gonna work. Then you go into this corner. And finally we can move all three of these beds without using the hook at all. Excellent. You know, I've been assuming that that's a key up there. But maybe it's a coin, because we need to give something to the beggar. Da da da. God, this is such satisfying, like, victory music. Oh, nice. It is a coin! Because I was thinking, like, where would we put a key? But we have something to do with a coin. I can help the guy. Hang on. There we go. Oh. I laughed so sort of evilly there, I had to cough. God loves men. Devotees seek God. So this is on their coins. This is clearly like a maxim, like an important social maxim that is said and taught and believed in, and at least, that the state wants people to believe in. And it's all centered around this temple. Hang on, one more look. Who dis? Okay, very satisfying. Look at us checking the problems off. From here, where does this take us back to? Okay, now this one. Now this makes suddenly a lot of sense. God talks to us. It has a big mouth hole. God is doing some big talking through that big mouth hole. Got it. Where does this connect to again? That takes us back down to this district. So I think we need to go up this way, yeah? Does this take us to the nursery? It does take us to the nursery. Hang on, have I got any clarity on anything here now? I don't like plants dying. Plants die. I can't find... This character, though, now that we know that this one is talk, a talk person. A talk person. I can't find talk person. Talk person. Preacher? The preacher is not at the nursery. Is it, you know, at? The preacher is not at the nursery, or the preacher can't nursery. I can't find the preacher. The plants are dying. I don't like the plants dying. I don't know. Preacher? What else would a talk person be? A speaker. A speaker. The speaker. Not quite there with this one yet. But we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Now. I don't think you want my coin. I think you want a key, right? Nope. Okay, so actually that is a place to use a key if we come across one. Oh, you know what? Maybe this guy is looking for someone, like the salesperson, maybe. Maybe this person's looking for the salesperson, and maybe they've locked themselves in the shed here. I could imagine that being it. I could imagine that being it. And what was over here? Nothing. Certainly no salesperson. Now this one is recontextualized. God loves us. I guess that makes sense. Though it's a bit of a scary... I suppose it still kind of implies protection, right? God loves us. It's a big God hug. It's a big God hug. Now this guy is enjoying the music. Oh. I love music! Exclamation point. Again, I suppose emphasis is contextually interpreted. And here we go. Back to where we started. Can you help me? I can. Take this, my friend. Are you going to use it to feed the kitty? You do what you need with it. You're a great man. Oh, hang on. You, man, great. That's interesting. Because that's 3 characters there, right? That's you, man, great. It's interesting that they... that the adjective sort of works in that way. It follows the subject. Huh. I like you. I like you too. Well, nice seeing you. I didn't even look at this. There's a whole thing here I got distracted and didn't look at. I got distracted by the interesting law thing. Okay. The components of some devices or mechanisms can be manipulated. Ah. Select a component, hold the action button to grab it. Whilst holding down the button, move the component with the left stick to the desired position, then release. Yeah, got it? Alright. Okay, I understand how to use this. Does it want me to put these in sort of like the hierarchy? So God would be at the top, devotees here, warriors here. Oh, that's exactly it. Yay! Ah, so satisfying. Wow, they'll let anybody in here. You can learn that from a pack of cards or just from any of the most basic information about society. Anyway, what a poetic place to finish this episode up where we started. Where we finished the last episode, where we started this episode. We've come full circle, solved a whole bunch of stuff, and now we have entry into what seems to be an important temple with some important things to say to us. So, yeah, I'm very excited about the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Do something very nice for yourself today. I'm going to have a drink of tea and take care of myself. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.